Good morning. It's early before 7 o'clock and I'm taking a unexpected road trip. I heard about a hike that a group I hike with was going on today, but I didn't think I could make it in the electric car and I had other things to do this weekend, so I was going to let it go. And then yesterday I double checked and an Electrify America station had opened up halfway between here and the trailhead. So I thought I would try it out. And it's a good excuse to hike too. Last night, my wife plugged her car in for me. So we just let it charge up to 100%. That's what the green light around the charging port means. We just have a level 2 charger plugged into a 220 outlet here at home. So I'm going to unplug it, put it up, and pack up and go. So this should be a fun adventure, and I hope a good hike. See you soon. I'm heading into downtown Charlotte, not on the expressway, which gives you the good view of the skyline. As you might notice, it's pretty overcast and even still a little rainy this morning. It's supposed to clear up by 10 o'clock, about the time we'll be on the trail, and I'll be a couple of hours almost north of here without stopping for charging. It takes about an hour and 40 minutes to get to the trailhead. This is an interesting way to go around downtown. I'm going to go around the east side this time, unlike when I left to go to Mount Mitchell, when I went around the west side. This is equally crazy, as you'll see in just a second. They had the straight road blocked, so I'm coming in on the other road, and I have to get over 3 lanes in about a block in order to make the get on the loop around downtown. Luckily, it's weekend morning, and there's very little traffic on the road. Getting on 277 now, and we're going to loop around to the north side and get on 77 and take that almost all the way until it's time to get off a few miles from the trailhead, straight north. Also have to get over 3 lanes here in order to go north, otherwise I'd go back the expressway I usually come up. I think that's the worst of it. Oh, I didn't mention, I'm going to Stone Mountain to hike. It's one of 3 monadnocks that stretch out east from the mountains in the northern Piedmont of North Carolina. It's the one closest to the mountains, and it's almost due north of Charlotte, and it's near the Virginia line. Should be fun. I've never been. Again, if you're wondering, I'm trying to set the cruise control to be 5 miles an hour above the speed limit, which is why everyone's just blowing past me. Oh, I'm not good moving cameras while I drive. I don't know if you caught a few seconds ago how the tall buildings in downtown Charlotte are shrouded in clouds still this morning. It's a really neat view. Maybe if I do well, I'll be able to afford a second camera or get one for Christmas one year. You can have multiple views. I don't think we need to take the toll lanes this morning. I don't think there's enough traffic to warrant it. Well, this is the first time I've had trouble connecting to a charger, and an Electrify America charger at that, which I've heard other people have had problems with when they're new. Let me flip the camera. So I first plugged in over there and tried to initiate a charge with the Electrify America app, and it seemed to hang, so I canceled that, moved over here. That was a 350 kilowatt unit to this 150 kilowatt unit that's paired with the ChargePoint plug, and the same thing happened. The app just hung, and then finally timed out, said unplug, replug. Finally, I decided to use my credit card rather than calling customer service, and now we're charging. We've already gotten 3 or 4%. Let's see, sorry about the glare. Charging at 48 kilowatts an hour, which is good. BMW i3 will take up to 50 kilowatts an hour. That's as high as it'll go. So it's not giving me an estimate for how long it's going to take to get to 80%. And I think we all probably want to go a little past 80% just for a buffer. We're either going to stop here on the way back, or there's a charger just a little north of where we turn off at a Circle K ChargePoint, which will be cheaper, a little out of the way, but I'd like to give it a try since I have nowhere to be this afternoon. Around here, there's a Big Lots, some other stores, a few places to eat, KFC right there, and a McDonald's. Fair amount. There are 4 units, or 4 towers here, 8 plugs. I think only 4 can be used at one time, including one for Nissan Leaf there. All right, I'm gonna go see what there is to see here and check back in a little bit. While I was getting a smoothie over at McDonald's, I got a notice that we were already at 80% state of charge, so it's kicking along, and in the time it took me to finish my order, get it, and come back, it's already up to 89. I just checked a better route planner, and it recommended we have 87 to get up the mountain and get back here with plenty of charge left and not wait too long. I'm just waiting to see how fast it's charging at this point. I guess I can touch to return. 36 kilowatts per hour, so it didn't drop off much so far. 35. I think it's time to stop it and head on down the road so we're not late for the hike. Well, we're here about 10 minutes late, and I think the group has already left, so I'm going to try and catch up with them. We made it with about 45% charge. Well, this is a pretty good view. Not even that high up yet. We're at the top of a big rock. It goes down. Any second now, you're going to see the drop off. I think right up here. Actually, it's not that steep. You could probably walk all the way down safely. Just wanted to give you a sense for how big a bare rock it is. And now back to the trail. Another good view from the top of a bare rock face, looking out to the real mountains. So we're approaching the summit. To watch my step here, it's a little up and down, full of potholes. This part of the mountains has these neat scrubby pines growing on top. You can see them there. And then another bare rock face that goes down. This one looks a little more treacherous. So I think I'm going to stop right around here. Pretty good views. I think that might be Grandfather Mountain in the distance, not sure. Just wanted to give you a nice vista. So, got this cable I'm following because of the sheer bare rock face, and it actually turns to stairs down there. But it's such a great view, I wanted to grab one more quick video. This is Wolf Rock, a little spur trail off the main trail. Pretty nice views. There's where we were earlier this morning. Top of that. Nice view back. Here's an even better view of Stone Mountain. Heading right toward it. There's a little living history set up here at the foot of Stone Mountain. Meat house. Yum. Blacksmith shop. I bet they have people here showing how all this stuff worked certain weekends of the year when there's not a pandemic on. For now, we'll just have to look at the empty buildings. So the sign, a little back on the trail, said Stone Mountain Falls, and there's a spur trail to this little waterfall. I don't know if this is it or not, but I thought I'd stop and record it. Pretty neat. Here's another set of falls. Why is this calm stream making all that noise? I think I found the big waterfall. It's not very tall, only 2 or 3 feet at its tallest. But It's impressive. We've been walking along some pretty rocky creek with lots of little falls, and we finally got to this one. All right, really this time, I think this one is the big waterfall. Whoa! There's a step there. Excuse me. And one more time from the top. Don't worry, I've got this nice safety rail holding me back. All right, we're plugged in at the Circle K in Dobson, North Carolina. And I'm going to say start charge. Am I sure? It's contacting the charger. I guess that's this one here. Look at that. Right off the bat, starting at 31%. It's charging. Just waiting it. It's already given us over 1 kilowatt hour. It says time to full will be 1 hour and 29 minutes. Whew. Oh, that's the rate. It hasn't given us 1 kilowatt. It's climbing. It's now at 20 kilowatts an hour. 24 kilowatts an hour. 38 kilowatts an hour. I bet we'll top out at about 48. Let's see. Time remaining has already gone down to 42 minutes. We seem to have plateaued at 44.5 kilowatts an hour. All right, well, I think it's time to eat my lunch. So I just went into the Circle K to get a soft drink, and I'm back at the car. It looks like the speed has increased to 47.5 kilowatts an hour, 48. We're doing good. That's about what most level 2 chargers settle on with this car. It says we've only got 6 minutes remaining. I'm not sure if that means to 80% or to full. We've got 93 miles to go, so I'm going to let it go over 80% a little bit, just in case. It looks like we won't have to use the range extender on this trip, which is cool. So I probably won't do any more video until I get home and do a recap, because we've got a lot of footage driving up here. Well, we're back in Charlotte with 27% state of charge. Not bad from 91%, almost at the Virginia line. Drove 5 miles over the speed limit most of the way. Got caught in a little traffic, so that probably actually saved us some charge. Now I'm going to plug in and call it a day.